Hello, YouTube. I am Goddess Just Be, and today we're going to be talking about shielding your energy for divine frequencies. Divine frequencies, baby. And we're going to be talking about that as it pertains to alchemy. And since we're talking about alchemy, I want to talk about the Alchemist oil. The Alchemist oil, for those of you who do not have your own yet, it comes in a bag like this here. When you purchase yours, this is going to be your instructions. This is going to be your bottle. It's a glass bottle, so we got the little bubble wrap around it with a warning sticker on the back of it, letting you know, hey guys, hey people, this Alchemist oil will burn if you do not dilute it with a carrier oil. All right, but here's the thing. I'm talking about this here. This is my personal bottle. It don't have a label on it. This is the one that I use in the morning when I brush my teeth and stuff, right? Because you could also put it on your tongue, you know, keep your breath smelling good and stuff, right? So we're going to be talking about it because we're talking about it when we're talking about alchemy and we're talking about divine frequencies. The reason why is because you always have, just because you have within this goal and this ability through mindfulness to, you know, transform your energy or to heighten your awareness, that doesn't stop within, as within, so without, on earth as it is in heaven. So you're going to find things, you're going to find tools, you're going to find a lot of resources in the physical reality that's going to be able to help you too, like certain roots, certain oils, certain highly beneficial foods, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, herbs, condiments. If you don't know anything about that, you can head over to my website, solveyourpub.org. If you don't know your blood type, then you start there, the red button that says, how do I find out my blood type? And so you'll find out your blood type and you'll get the at-home Eldon kit where you can prick your finger in the privacy of your home, find out your blood type. And once you find that out, head on back to the website and get a meal plan for your blood type. Get the highly beneficial foods, the nuts, the herbs, the seeds, the condiments, because those things are in alignment in the physical. Somebody please type physical. In the physical reality to increase your frequency physically, because you can get to spirituality or heightened awareness through mindfulness, going within and outside. I got to it through going outside because I changed my diet, right? I began to change my diet and it gave me clarity, my potential of hydrogen, my frequency, my hydrogen, my potential or hydrogen increases, my pH balance, which is governed underneath the physical. This is what your doctor is testing when they do your blood work. Your potential of hydrogen, This is physical. And being that we're talking about physical, I really want to share with you the Alchemist oil as it pertains to rituals that you could do in the physical reality. I get asked so often about neighbors and spiritual attacks and voodoo. And I be telling the people, hey, look, the best thing you can do about that is don't believe in it, right? The best thing you could do is don't believe in it. But a lot of people ain't there. That's almost like telling the person with the big C, come on now, you just need to love yourself. Right? It's a little bit too high for them to jump. I like to give people insurance, little steps in between for them to get there consciously to the spiritual place. Right? To get there consciously. And so in between, there are things in the physical reality that's going to help you with them rituals, with them chaotic neighbors, with that low frequency thought that you have, that someone out there, someone outside of you is trying to mess up inside of you when all is mind, when your mind is creating those things, right? But nonetheless, listen, I'm going to meet you where you are, not where I want you to be. So in meeting you where you are, I want to talk about protection and what the Alchemist oil can do in that physical aspect for you. We're talking physical. If you want more spirituality, esoteric knowledge from me, make sure you sign up for the Inner Circle, linked in my bio. Our first session was on Sunday. We talked about who and what God was. We came from about 4 biblical texts and broke it down in layman's terms as it pertains to your mindset. So you wouldn't be limiting God. This is spiritual. I'm going to bring my spiritual over there on Sunday, and I'm going to probably be more physical over here Monday through Thursday, just to let y'all know. So let's get it. Hey, Ben, you rushing me over there? Can we see the whiteboard? Ben said, can we see the whiteboard? I want to stand here a couple of more seconds just to be petty. No, Ben. This is my live, Ben. I'm just playing. Okay, come on. Nonetheless, shielding your energy to divine frequencies. So the Alchemist oil will offer protection and clarity and grounding in that particular area. The reason being is because for umpteen years, these highly beneficial, world's most powerful antioxidants that's inside of the Alchemist oil, the oil itself, you will find these ingredients in the biblical text since day one, since the beginning of the foundation of this year, recreation, when things were rooted into the ground and came from the soil. This is older than that, okay? And so with that being with that in mind, it provides protection, clarity, and grounding, right? The Alchemist oil. The reason why it increased frequencies and help with spiritual attacks is because it is the world's most powerful antioxidant. When you have a mega antioxidant delivering vital minerals and oxygen to the cells of your body, that creates clarity, that grounds you. Clarity and grounding is like your source of infinite intelligence, is this matrix that you're in. It recognizes you. You're no longer kind of like foreign, like, right, as it pertains to your frequency. Because our frequency becomes off when we begin to eat chaos, when we're thinking chaos. Our frequency, you can think about this as being in your local radio station, kind of like being off like a point or two, and you get that static. But when you get directly on that radio station, you have clarity. Now you can hear what the radio man is saying. You know, you can hear the news anchor, you can hear the music, you can hear whatever is being played on that dial. So when you take things like the Alchemist oil, this is the type of clarity, protection, grounding that you will receive internally. The cells of your body recognizes this. And this goes piggybacking off of the fact that there's a blood type meal plan. And the blood type meal plan, your blood and the food that you eat is creating a chemical reaction because it's recognizing that frequency. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. Everything is about energy, frequency, and vibration. And so too much of anything that's not on the frequency of your blood, of your mindset, too much of that is going to have you wobbling. It's going to tilt the scales for you being at neutral and below. And neutral and below represents ascetic range. So the Alchemist oil helps you with that. And so when I'm talking about low frequencies, I'm talking about physical attacks. We're talking about physical. Some people trip out in their head with emotional stability and insomnia too. But let's talk about the physical as it pertains to body pain, confusion, emotional stability, attacks, whether it be digestive issues, skin issues. Your body becomes under attack because when you're at low frequency, you're ascetic. So when you're ascetic, things are kind of like corroding inside of that, like, right? Things are corroding inside of that. You have maybe parasites. Maybe you have a microbiome diversity that's not in alignment. Maybe you have a gluttonous spirit, but really at the root of the gluttonous spirit is parasites, right? It's a little critter inside. That's what was supposed to be here. It's a critter inside. Parasites gnawing at you and trying to take over, having you crave for certain things, like, right? And so when you begin to take the Alchemist oil, the reason why the physical and the spiritual benefits come to you is because it's against those things that's trying to take your life force. Anti-parasitic, anti-inflammatory, antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal. This is going to be, since it's anti those things, ridding you of old fecal matter and waste of the low frequency. This is going to be like alchemy being performed inside of your body. And pure alchemy is going to increase your frequency in the spiritual. You got that? And so when I'm talking about increasing your frequency in the spiritual, we have chakra pools of energy inside of us. 7 to be exact. Well, we have more than that, but we're just going to talk about the 7 that's in the man. You're left-handed? Yes, I am. Left-handed, using the right side of my brain. Right? Yes, I am. Thank y'all for being here. I see you, Philip. I see you, Andrea. Great to catch you live. I'm so happy you're here, babe. And so when you have a chakra pool of energy that's not in balance, that's spiritual. But the spiritual always shows foot first, and then it manifests to the physical. So if a chakra pool of energy, or you not using your self-expression, for example, in the spiritual, you decide that you don't want to walk in your call and you're going to mute your tongue, well, in the physical reality, you're going to have thyroid issues. So I want to help you in the physical reality. The Alchemist oil for protection, for healing, for that thyroid, you can place it on that throat chakra. So I put over here where I put certain places like the third eye, the throat, the bottom of the feet, the heart, the sacral chakra, the small or of the back. You know what I mean? Right here, right above the butt, right? These are some precious points. Or even on the right, this is my right side, or even on your right side of your chest where your liver is right behind here. Keep in mind, we're diluting this with a carrier oil. Somebody type the word dilute. Somebody type the word dilute. Let me show you something. I'm going to take some of this. I got my water down here. I'm going to take some of this here. 1 drop. This is my personal bottle, y'all, that I keep up in the bathroom. I'm holding this right here. I can smell this. Anybody have the Alchemist oil? Anybody can contest to this, how powerful this stuff is? If you can, type it in the comments. I'm going to take 1 drop. 1 drop. And the shit, oops, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cuss, but I just didn't mean to. Immediately it burns. Immediately it burns. That's 1 drop, y'all. I am not over exaggerating. That is 1 drop. The people in the video, they were like, I don't believe 1 drop is going to help the tooth pain. Shit. 1 drop. That's one of the videos that went viral. The tip of my tongue is numb right now from that 1 drop. This is what happens immediately. You get this numbing sensation. It'll numb the pain. So I was suggesting in the video that go viral that they put it on their gums if they had like a toothache. Wait, I got to drink some water, y'all. Excuse me. Thank you. I was suggesting that they put it on their gums if they have like a toothache, right? In order to rid them from the pain. It'll actually expel that abscess. It'll make it burst out and start to release, right? It'll actually help you if you have thrush on your tongue. And that's really the reason why I'm used to it. Even though I use this in the morning on my tongue, it still burns me. I don't get used to it. See, that's the thing about getting rid of things like the candida yeast overgrowth. They have stubborn fungus in yeast, in viruses that have biofilms and lipid coatings around them. Like they're really, really stubborn. So you gotta make sure you're taking something when you're trying to rid the body of attacks or rid the body of fungus and virus in yeast. You gotta make sure you're taking something that has a powerful punch and that the smart fungus and yeast in virus isn't getting immune to it and deciding to build another biofilm or deciding to hide and mimic some cells inside of your body. And the ingredients in the Alchemist oil does not allow that to happen because it's a day one. It's been used in dentistry before the beginning of time. It's highly beneficial for grounding, protecting, clearing your mind, increasing your frequency, and helping you with low frequency or energy vampires in the physical reality. The ingredients years ago was actually used in your hand. Just by holding the ingredients of what's in the Alchemist oil in your hand would be protection, spiritual protection. So when you're doing your rituals, even if you don't use it internally and externally on you, if you're somebody who practice energy work and you're doing your rituals, you can place it on your body at that particular time or place it on your altar with your pure intentions, right? Rituals, when you repeat them with pure intention, reprograms your physical reality. I'm going to say that again. Rituals, when you repeat them with pure intentions, what you're doing is reprogramming yourself. You're actually practicing alchemy. For those of you who know nothing about this, rituals, when you repeat them with pure intentions, you're reprogramming yourself, aka you're practicing alchemy. And the Bible verse I'm going to leave with you all. I'm not going to be here long. Thank you. Thank you. 3 drops in the morning, 3 at night for you, Key. Good for you. It's really, really beneficial. I need some of that. Hey, Johnny, the link is in my bio, saltetheearthpub.org. And the scripture I'm going to leave with you all, you know, I got to leave you with something from the biblical text. Anybody else tried the Alchemist on while I'm looking at them comments before I get up out of here? Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody? This is a scripture I'm going to leave with you. Put on the whole armor of God. Alchemist oil can be used internally and externally. And when you put it on, it's protection. It's akin to you having the entire armor of God on. With your intentions, your repetition, inside of your ritual work, is going to create pure alchemy and reprogram you. As within, so without, on earth as it is in heaven, as above, so below. Your oil, even inside of this alchemist oil, is part of the armor. Because physically and spiritually, I anoint thy head with oil, thou cup runneth over. Physically, the oil is the perfect oil that can get past the lipid coating in the biofilm that viruses shield themselves with. And this is why the person with the white coat will tell you, we got to let the virus run its course. Meanwhile, you're not protected, you're not shielded. And that virus is wilding out. It ain't just running its course and dying. It's running its course inside of people in the physical reality and multiplying. And that yeast is growing, hence the protruding belly and the big back that we just claim to be ours. You do not have to have a big back in the physical reality, nor do you have to have a protruding belly full of yeast, fungus, and viruses when the Alchemist oil is available. The link is in the bio, saltoftheearthpub.org. Who else have it? I bought it several. You bought it several bottles? You love it? You can even use it in cooking and cleaning your food. If you look at it on the website, the link is in my bio. And if you're on YouTube, it's in the description of this video. You could even use it for cleaning your fish or cooking. Like if I were to make maybe, I don't know, really anything that has like a sauce, maybe some gravy, meatloaf, turkey necks, even in fish, like right when you're baking your fish, you can put it on cleaning your fish or your meat and in the final dish, like right, because it has that kick to it as it pertains to spice. Right? Not too much because it'll have your tongue numb during the eating process. But I'm talking about maybe 1 or 2 drops to a meal. I used it to kill actually parasites when cleaning a fish. If you look at the video on the Alchemist oil on my website, you can see me in real time when I caught inside of a codfish that I was trying for the first time, a live parasite. And when I put maybe 2, I think, or 3 drops at the most of the Alchemist oil on there, the little parasite rolled up. It died. All right. And that's what really happens inside. So that's why you got to flush out your system. When you're trying to do these rituals, you have to take a lot of water because remember, I'm talking about increasing your potential of hydrogen. So you have to have H2O to do that. Hydrogen, oxygen, H2O. There we go. Hydrogen again. So it's going to be very important that you hydrate to wash out all of the dead waste, aka parasites, low frequency entities, because all we're dealing with is frequency, y'all. All we're dealing with is frequency. Everything is a frequency. So you got to clear away the old frequency by putting on the whole armor of God. And then nothing shall by any means internally or externally harm you. Can we put it in our water? Yes, you can put it in your water, but not too many drops. If you're putting it in your water, I would say just like, a little ounce or 2 of water. Down it, and then your drinking water will be clear of it because I promise you it's strong. I promise you it's strong. Now you can put it in your water if it's a larger amount of water if you dilute it with a carrier oil. But since I use it every day, I limit my drops and I just put it directly on my tongue. And so what you put on your tongue, it penetrates all throughout your body, right? Because especially, oh my God, especially if you have tonsil issues, especially if you know somebody that's about to go, please tell somebody that's about to go and get their tonsils removed to try the Alchemist oil first. So the alchemist oil could just rid them of that waste, and they would actually feel the waste just coming down. It feels like pressure, like, right? Even if you know somebody with sinus issues, if they take and put it on their tongue or the back, they tell them to put it in the back of their mouth, right there by them tonsils, and you feel literally in your face that it is releasing waste. You can actually feel it. So if you have waste up here, the first exit, the first route that it's going to take is going to be going this direction, down them lymph nodes right there, and it's going to come and it's going to be expelled when you sweat right here, because this is the first elimination pathway for them, for waste and tonsil issue. If you know somebody with tonsils, sinus, waste, please let them know. Is it good for a dry cough that won't go away? Yes. I will use it internally and externally, because if it's a dry cough that won't go away, you need to open up the passageway here. So I will put it in the back of the mouth for that. And then a half a teaspoon with maybe 3 to 4 drops to dilute it. And then I'll put it right here. And I'll do like this here, because the same thing for a dry cough, it needs to come out. And so when you drink your water and you begin to perspire and sweat, it'll come out. You have to open this up. Do not wear antiperspirants when you're doing it, because you don't want to clog up these openings for these lymph nodes that need to release. Wear regular deodorant. Wear you some key lime peel for a week, or some lemon powder or something like that for a week if you have to. But make sure that you put it on the chest. Any other question? How long does it last? 2 years. I need to get some of that. I read that one already. Facts. I need to get some. The link is in the bio, saltoftheearthpub.org. Anti-parasitic, antiviral, antifungal, antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory. It's been viral for the last 2 weeks. I'm just letting y'all know in just case y'all missing out on it. About to order, Kitty. Oh, bless you. That's beautiful. I'm so happy for y'all. Let me see if I'm missing something. It's helped my sinuses, Andrea says. Is it like the thieves? I don't know the thieves. I don't know those young living people. I'm not sure. It is amazing. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Thank you. Thank you for that. I appreciate that feedback. About to order. Is it safe to take with other vitamins? Yes. These are herbs, babe. Yes. These are herbs. It's probably most likely better and more potent and more real than the other vitamins if they're in a pill form. These are real herbs. Yes. Real herbs. Right? I don't have TikTok. Oh, okay. I see. Okay. Yes. I'm going to order it. Bless you. Bless you. Let me see. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything up here before we get up out of here. I just wanted to let y'all know, what is it for? It is for anything that ails you. If you know somebody with arthritis, if you know somebody that have nerve issues. Oh, I got to tell you about this. I can never pronounce this word really, really well. Oh, I got to tell you 2 things. Okay. One, neuropathy. I think I said it right. You know, I didn't realize that other people, besides the people with the big C, they have neuropathy. See, I did it one time, now I can't say it again. You know what I'm trying to say. They have neuropathy. My tongue just don't do that. But y'all know what I mean. It's like when their feet get cold and their nerve endings are like messed up because they went through the, the treatment thing. I can't say some words on here. I'll give violations, whatever, right? Yeah, that word right there. Well, I didn't realize not only do the people with big C have that, but there are other people that have that. And so a lot of my clients who have the big C tell me all the time, man, it's a lifesaver after I get my treatment, because some people still believe in going to the white coat person and getting the treatment for the big C, which is really, really low frequency treatment. But then they'll come and use my Alchemist oil on the bottom of their feet. And it's the only thing that they say give them their sensation in their feet again. So if anybody have the neuropathy thing, I can't say the word. I need to stop saying I can't say the word. Neuropathy. Maybe if I slow down, I said it. Neuropathy. I can say the word. Anyway, then there's another situation I want to tell you about. I don't know how common this is. This is real personal, but the person didn't want to put their name on the review for this. But there is a person who tried this here, actually emailed me this year and asked, what did I think about their idea of diluting the Alchemist oil in olive oil, but only putting like 1 drop of the Alchemist oil for a cyst that they had in their private part. And I was like, yeah, not in it though. On it, okay, but not in it. This person did this for 2 days, y'all. And the cyst, what they said, was the size of the fingertip of their thumb, turned into, in 2 days, the tip of the pinky in size. And at the 3rd day, it was gone. And the inside of whatever was, the juices, the fungus, the yeast, or whatever was in it, the bacteria, begin to expel from the private parts, y'all. I'm telling you, y'all, just like in the mouth with the abscess, same concept. That's why I'm telling you, if you have gingivitis and gum issue and tonsil issue, you need you some Alchemist oil, baby. Don't let people just pull out your organs. You need your tonsils. It helps you get rid of waste. The reason why they swollen is because they're doing their job and getting rid of waste, but you ain't giving it the right thing that it needs to expel the waste down so it can be expelled out of the sweat, underneath the armpit. So if you have something in this here area that is maybe inflamed or, cyst driven, it needs to be expelled right here in these pretty lymph nodes that's closest to the groin area. Your body is smart. It knows how to heal itself, but you got to give it the proper things to heal. You got to treat it like this here. You got to give it some alchemy. This is what the product looks like in the bag. What did I do with mine that I just took? Where did I put the third thing? Oh, it's on the floor by the water. This is my personal bottle without the label. It comes in a glass bottle like this here. It lasts 2 years. You could use it in your food, killing parasites when cooking or cleaning your food, internally, externally. When I had on here the smaller the back, if you have parasites, if you have kidney issues, a lot of time parasite and waste lives on the base of the spine and really up here. People be having the tension in their neck, needing a massage. A lot of times they be having a lot of waste that get past the brain barrier and get inside of their head. The chaotic thoughts, that insomnia and stuff. People that have those kind of things and anxiety and got head issues, dementia and stuff, they need to rub the Alchemist oil right here on the base of this, on the top of the spine. If you have pressure or you have back problems on the base of the spine, parasites live here and they live here, right? If you have liver issues, you need to rub it on your right chest. I'm telling you all something that's going to cause circulation. I'm telling you inflammation going to subside. I'm leading you to the promised land. I could only lead you there. I can't make you drink. All right? I'm not going to be before you long. Let me look at these comments and then I'm getting out of here. High blood pressure and cholesterol. Yep, we talked about cholesterol. Hello, late for class. Hey, big time. I see you, babe. You just purchased your sunshine. Good for you. I'm so proud of you. If you have upper GI issues, yes, definitely. Because when you I would suggest that you put it on your tongue if you have upper GI issues. And the reason why I'm saying that is because what I do in the morning is I put a couple of drops on the back of my tongue. And I say back. Somebody type back. I'm always teaching something, not big time. Yes, evolving butterfly, yes. Somebody type back. The reason why I'm saying back of the tongue is because there's the thrush, the white coating on people's tongue. That's yeast, y'all. That's fungus, y'all. And so the reason how we got right way up there is because it traveled way from here up here. Now imagine yeast and fungus crawling all the way up the esophagus, all the way to show you the mirror. Your tongue ain't nothing but a mirror of what's going on in your gut. So if it's growing up here, that means it's growing down here. And this is why those same said people end up with protruding bellies and a whole bunch of yeast infections. Men and women can get a yeast infection. Okay? So when you're trying to, let people ski, you're getting a little yeast. Just thought I'd tell you. Just telling you for a friend. Anyway, so you put it on the back of the tongue. The drops on the back of the tongue, so that way it'll start eating up the yeast. All right? It'll start destroying the yeast. Y'all know I gotta say something extra every live, right? You want it to start destroying it from here, and then when you start seeing that your tongue is clearing, it's getting here and it's getting here, and you're gonna actually feel it. You're gonna feel it eating and destroying this yeast. So yes, most definitely, put it on your tongue. I would say every day. I would say if you have a white tongue, you need to be putting it on your tongue maybe 2 to 3 times a day and then scale back as you see your tongue cleaning. Right? So doggone pretty. Oh, thank you, babe. I appreciate you. Yeah. So if you have upper GI issues, your GI ain't just upper. it's probably on the tongue. And it ain't just upper, it's probably lower too, right? Because the yeast and fungus is growing down and it's growing up. So get it, catch it right there on the tongue. And each time you take it, that oil is being a lipid coating around the biofilm of the viruses, and it's attacking that yeast and fungus. Let me tell you, now you got your conscious friend in me. If you ain't know, I'm your conscious friend. But do you have a friend that work at the morgue? How many of y'all have a friend that work at the morgue? Hello, put what on your tongue? The Alchemist oil. The Alchemist oil. That's what I'm talking about. Linked in my bio. Any of y'all have a friend that work at the morgue? Who got a friend that work at the morgue? Huh? What kind of oil? It's the Alchemist oil. The world's most powerful antioxidant. It's linked to my bio. It's going viral right now. That's what we're talking about. Anybody? Thank you. You're so welcome, babe. Keith does. Keith got it all, boy. Keith got it all going. Marvin, you got a friend that worked at the morgue? Who else got a friend? Alchemist oil, the world's most powerful antioxidant. Yeah. You can get candida from kissing. I'm so glad you said that. Kat said on YouTube that you can get candida, yeast, and fungus overgrowth from kissing. You sure do. Kissing on people who like to lick ass, eat ass, toss salads, skeets and mouths and stuff. Do eggplant exercises, right? Listen, God has no respect for person. Do what you want to hang on the corner. I ain't judging you, but I'm not judging them rather, but I'm letting you free kissers that like tonguing on everything to check yourself. That's why I don't kiss people. I know that's right. Even when they trying to kiss you, they might have booty juice right there trying to kiss you all in your face. Nah, player. I was so happy when what that was, COVID came. Not that I was scared of COVID, but it was a reason why I could just, yeah. All right, I see you. Peace. Fist pump everybody. I was so happy. Get your ass back. Thank you for the roses. Y'all just so free with the tongue and the kisses. You can get fungus and yeast overgrowth in your mouth from dealing with them jokers. You could be doing the right thing and not going in the back door with your tongue, but you don't know what other people doing with their tongue. And some people just nasty. Some people so low frequency and want to be loved and want to be held and seen and heard and liked so much that they lick eggs, y'all, and they like it. And that ass crumb, that shit crumb is on that tongue, and you and tongue kissed them, even if it was 2 or 3 days later. Them parasites still on that tongue. You got to think about some things like that when you out here wanting to kiss everybody. Your ass is nasty, and I'm here to tell you. I'm just telling you the truth, though. Y'all laughing at me, but I be telling y'all the truth. You put this on your tongue to get rid of that shit. That's what you do. Get rid of shit in the morning 3 times a day, because you don't know. You listen. You could be single or married, because trust me, boo, all of them do it. Okay? All of them do it. I know a lot of married men. Okay? They tried to put the tongue on me in my day. Yeah. I've been a little cutie, been a little nice shape all my life. And a lot of married men tried to put tongues somewhere. Okay? Listen, I'm just trying to tell you. Most definitely. So, nonetheless, the Alchemist oil. It's available on my website. I done went all over the place with it, from spiritual attacks to eggplants to dookie on the tongue. But you get my point. I want you to know, and I want you to be as wise as a serpent, y'all. As wise as a serpent in the physical reality with what you're doing, what you're being, what you're radiating, what your frequency is. All jokes aside, there are so many ways from the fast food meats that we sometimes consume that are really low frequency. Like, right? Parasites in the physical reality grow and they latch on to people that have low frequencies. And I'm trying to help you meet you where you are if the frequency is low, to increase your frequency with the Alchemist oil. It is made by myself. I'm not outsourcing this. I'm not on a TikTok shop. I shouldn't say that word because TikTok just hear every word you say. I'm no longer on that platform. So when you click on the LINK, then it'll tell you that you're going outside of them. And because you're going outside of them, they'll give you a warning as it pertains to my location where I keep this at, as if it's not safe. But it's my promise to you that it is safe. I wouldn't put a LINK on my real page. Now they got fake pages of me, but my real page, I would never put something that's fake in something that's going to harm you, because this is my passion. I don't play about any of my products or anything that I do. I make everything with love, because this is really what I created in my life that I wanted to be born to do, right? And I'm just following my passion. I love, love, love so much, helping mankind from the bottom of my heart. I do this every day, regardless if you all cash app me and donate to me, regardless if y'all like, regardless if y'all share, regardless, because it fills me up. Because I feel so good every time that I have to run with my crew to drop off orders at the postal service. I feel so good when I'm helping my crew package and deliver something that I created, that I know that works. Because once upon a time, I had to save somebody's life that was really dear and important to me. And that somebody is me. I saved my life first with these products. I use these products for myself when I was at low frequency. So it touches my heart every time you all say that you're going to support and buy. And I don't want you to support and buy just because of me. I want you to support and buy because of yourself, because I want to be in a position to help mankind for the great ascension, because you are my reflection. And every time I do these lives, these teachings or whatever, this is from my heart. This is from my heart to yours, because once upon a time, I didn't know these things. I wasn't educated on these things. And I said, when I figure this shit out, I'm going to teach somebody. So if I'm talking to anybody that's under 21, most of y'all older than that, but do I have anybody under 21 that's listening to me? Could I get a me in a comment for somebody that's under 21 listening to me? I would love, love, love so much to help somebody, the younger version of myself. And I will say to you, if you're here, if you listen to the replay of my message on YouTube, baby, listen, don't be in the streets trying to be nice to nobody. Have love and kindness in your heart for people. Don't be in the streets trying to be get an approval for anybody. Don't be out there trying to put your tongue on everything and licking ass just to get approval, to get a guy, get a girl to like you, baby. Keep your damn tongue in your mouth. Keep your damn legs closed, baby, and get to know yourself. Because to know yourself is to know God. And also to piggyback on the physical, it is so much better to have a whole lot of people that want you that never had you, than to have a whole lot of people run through your ass and you're good for nothing but to be trampled over by me. Remember that. Don't waste the pretty. Don't waste the pretty. Have a high self-concept about yourself. Love on yourself. Adore yourself. Take care of your health, because your health is going to be your true wealth. Because if you don't have mental clarity, if you don't have substance inside of you, you perish. You need to learn how to preserve yourself. And the Alchemist oil will really help you, baby, to preserve yourself. Preserve your pretty. Preserve your mind. Preserve your strength. Preserve yourself, baby. Preserve the JJ, baby. Don't let everybody dump their waste with their fungus and their yeast inside of you. Don't. They're not going to go nowhere. If they really love you, they're not going to go nowhere. That's just going to make them love you more, baby. I promise you, I wouldn't tell you no wrong. All right? Anything else before I get up out of there? Say that. Yeah, say that. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. All right? I have my nieces and my nephews and stuff that watch my videos, y'all. So I don't come over here to lie or whatever. I want to be transparent, and maybe I sound like somebody grandma or somebody mama when I be telling y'all I ain't raising no ducks and don't do that. Listen. I want you to operate in flow. Ain't no sense for you to go through no damn resistance in life. You're supposed to be operating in flow. Yeah. Shogun, she used to wear that. Oh, are you a woman or a man? You're a woman or a man? And this is. I wish you were on this here page. This is an example. You know, when you. I wanted to let me talk to this girl again. This little girl. If you're still here, I got one more thing to say to you. And then they have men who act like little bitches. Yeah, I said that. Little men that act like little bitches if you don't give them the time of day. And they'll come back to your life. They'll come back to your life over and over and over again. And they'll try to knock you down from your high frequency. They'll say, oh, you being stuck up. Oh, you this, you that. Understand this one thing, baby girl. People are only talking to you based upon the low frequency and the brain capacity of the level that they are on, right? So that means you should care less about what they have to say. I want you to vibrate higher. This is transcendent energy, baby girl. And there are men that will try to tell you, oh, you being stuck up, you being this and that and the third, because you don't want to give them no ass, because you don't want a virtual reality date them, because you know that they are dusted, because you already read their frequency and they ain't the one, because you are in a relationship already, they'll come back over and over and they'll try to spread hate on you. They'll try to lie on you. They'll try to scandalize your name, baby girl. But when that comes, know that you're doing something right. Know that that person really, really low-key really love you, but they butt hurt because they had a low frequency and you ain't about to stoop that low. Remember that, baby girl, and love the hell out of yourself regardless. Don't block them. No, you let them sit right there so you could use them as your footstool. You hear? Use every last comment that they put on your live as your footstool, because you understand that the comments that they put on your live gonna bring other people in the room. Don't you ever block them, baby girl. You need your enemies. You need love and hate. You need a balance of both of them, baby girl. When I first started, I want to share this with you. Then I'm gonna get out of here and we're gonna pray. When I first started, one of my millionaire friends, he told me, he said, baby girl, if you begin to go live and really share people your passion, people gonna fall in love with you. But I want you to understand that a lot of people gonna just really be loving on the gift. It's not the same physical reality love. They're just gonna be falling in love with your calling because you have such a high calling on your life, right? But he said this to me. He said, there will be people who are gonna love you unconditionally, and then there will be others who are gonna hate you uncontrollably. Because you're going to have a balance of both of them, baby girl. Turn your other cheek, baby girl, to the ones that love you unconditionally. And you love the hell out of them back. You hear me? I love you. And this video was from my heart to yours. Don't you ever forget I said that. And don't you effing dare waste that pretty. All right? All right, anything else? All right, thank y'all for the gifts. We about to pray. Y'all get them taps up. I want my 30K before we get up out of here. Let me get at least 15. I got to go. I'm at 13.7. Could I get 15K before I get up out of here? Take a deep breath in and blow it out. One more time. Take a deep breath in and blow it out. Last time. Take a deep breath in and blow it out. God, source energy, infinite intelligence, thank you for this live. Thank you for helping us remember how to shield our energy for divine frequencies. Thank you for an ascension on this live. Thank you for all of the baby girls, all of the beautiful women, young ladies and the young men that came in and learned something today about true alchemy, about true beingness. Thank you for yin and yang. Thank you for the people that love me unconditionally and those that hate me uncontrollably. Cash App Goddess just be for those that want to donate. I forgot to say thank you for those that decide to donate. Thanks for those that just decided to share, those that decided to comment, those that just decided to like the stream. Thank you for all of the frequencies that came through on this live. With love and kindness have I drawn thee. Thank you for my ascension. Thank you for my gift. Thank you for esoteric knowledge. Thank you for the inner circle. Thank you for those that joined up. Thank you for those that was in the live on last Sunday. Thank you for those that are coming. Thank you for my gift making room for me. Thank you for me graduating from the bullies, from the haters. Thank you for emotional intelligence. Thank you for power and strength, love and will. Thank you for ease and flow and transparency. Thank you for my inner being. Thank you for all of my reflections. Thank you for consciousness. Thank you for consciousness of my beingness. Thank you for love. Thank you for me being chased and me being sexy, me being divine, me being wanted, me being loved. Me. Thank you for me, my physical me, my spiritual me, my superconscious me. Thank you, God, for all that there is. Thank you for nothing by any means harm me in the physical and the spiritual. Thank you for me putting on the whole armor of God so that I can withstand the wiles of the low frequencies. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for when I was a child, I spoke as a child, I thought as a child. Remember source energy when I wasn't ready for the bully? But when I put away the childish things and now I can face the bully and say, here I am. You just bitch mad. Here I am. You're just a low frequency duck. Here I am. I'm still standing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The armor of God. Type in the comments, the armor of God. The armor of God, the armor of God, the armor of God. Put on the entire armor of God. The armor of God, the armor of God, the armor of God. So nothing shall by any means harm you. The armor of God, the armor of God, the armor of God. Thought by thought by thought. transcend on that ass, transmute that ass, and then transform on that ass. And then nothing will emotionally ever mess with you. Hence, you will be unfuckwittable. Okay, bye. Thank you, YouTube. I gotta go, y'all. Okay, bye. Thank you, Goddess Just Be.